Sack Life Beat Depression is day 715, and we're back on the scene like lean, mean, depression-fighting machines, ready to knock out depression with another somatic healing session. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, and I want to let you guys know, you guys and girls know, that you are part of my gratitude section every day. For everybody who has been tuning in, showing up for themselves, and showing up for others. Shout out to the first ones in Luca.m88 all the way from Canada. Shout out to Michelle Rose. Thank you so much for your promotions and helping spread the word out there about free mental health care. Appreciate you guys and girls out there for being here for each other and also for the program. And for yourselves. Hi, Tim. Do you get a haircut? I like it. Thanks. Yes, I did. I got all of my hairs cut. Thanks for noticing, Luca. Appreciate that. It's the little things that matter in life, right? So, gotta take care of yourself. I always feel better when I get a haircut and I start taking care of my daily grooming and stuff like that. Just for me, not for anybody else. If other people appreciate it, that's great, but it is what it is. Gotta appreciate yourself first. That being said, we talked about gratitude. You guys are part of it, but I also want to shout out specific gratitude today to Paradox Comics at 269 Ridge Road, North Arlington, New Jersey, because not only are they family, my family, they're also family business, and they've been super supportive of our cause. They've been helping fund this program through our sticker program that's available for other businesses, that Sack Lifesaver program. So for any businesses out there who might be interested in funding this free mental health care class, what we do is we accept each dollar donated to our program gets you a free sticker to give out to people, and then we send people to your business to pick up those stickers for free. So if you guys would like to pick up some free stickers to help raise awareness, just head on over to Paradox Comics at 269 Ridge Road, North Arlington, New Jersey, and you can see they're supporting the cause, and we can all support the cause together, support each other in one giant circle, mutually beneficial circle for all. So pick up some of those stickers when you get a chance. And if you're a business interested, hit me up in the DM. Let me know what's happening. Today is Superhero Sunday. Yep, Superhuman Sunday, Superhero Sunday, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to Lisa the Luminary. Thank you for being here as well. Luca said maybe he can go there. I think you're a bit far in Canada. It might be a bit of a drive. But if you're ever in New Jersey, in the U.S., definitely stop by and check it out. Super cool place. They've been in business for over 26 years. And they're still going strong, so they must be doing something right? And Lucas said he loves comic books. Oh, that's cool. My pops loves comic books too. Made his whole future out of it. So that's proof too that you can make what you love your future. So pursue your passion. Go for what you love. That's what the world wants to see anyways. All right, that being said, let's get back on track. We talked about gratitude. Let's talk about the progress tracking tool. Keeping track of the number of days you show up for yourself, keeping that count, can be super important and can have a super positive effect on your life. It's been 715 days of consecutive training for me, the Sackman. Let me know how many days it's been for you. The more you keep track of that number, the more proof you have that you are stronger than the debilitating effects of depression, because for a fact, you have not been debilitated for the number of days you got up and fought forwards. Lucas said, I wake up at 7:15. I don't know what that means, but 7:15 in the morning. So it's like an omen. Maybe that's a good sign. I hope you're keeping track of your progress out there. If you forgot, don't worry about it. Any time is a good time to start. Every day can be your day one. You can wake up and make a new decision today to start taking care of yourself. Start putting in at least 10 minutes and taking care of you, and keep track of that progress, because it will build up. Like I said, it's been building up for me. It's made me unstoppable out here. Nothing is going to stop me from accomplishing my goals. My goals being free mental health care for those in need in as many forms as possible. So stay tuned for updates on that. Last night I dreamt about blueprints for the mental health care tools I'm going to be attaching to the Sack Monkey. If you don't know what the Sack Monkey is, that's the new monkey bike that I just picked up. We're going to turn that into a mobile mental health care station as well. So stay tuned for that. There's no limit to how much progress we can make when we make our goal progress, right? Showing up for that process. Please do keep showing up, and I will do it with pictures on the dog walks. I don't know what that means, but oh, you're doing the class with pictures on the dog walks? I'm not sure. You can clarify if you'd like. If not, it's all good. But please do. Yeah. With pictures on dog walks, keeping track of the number of days you get up and move forward. Doesn't have to be this class, right? It's just, if you get up, you get in motion, you get on your feet, and you do something that builds you up physically, and also if you can put into practice something that builds you up mentally as well. Just roll it in, roll it together. You know, if you like journaling, start your day with journaling. If you enjoy writing, I hate writing personally, so don't use journaling. If you enjoy breath work, make breath work part of that goal. But the idea is to make yourself a daily accomplishable goal that builds you up mentally and physically, and then keep track of that, because that's your proof that you're stronger than those lies depression tries to sell us. You and me go to space, and hiya can we? Says Luca. Yes, the key is movement, absolutely. Movement is a huge one. There are so many different forms of self-care. There's so many different ways to heal somatically, without words. Things that we can't get out in therapy, or we can't heal through medication. We can heal through movement. And a lot of people don't realize that movement plays a huge part in mental health. And I'll just share this with you real quick before we get into the lesson. If you look at the animal kingdom, if you look at an impala, when it's chased by a predator, you'd say that's a high anxiety environment, right? He's on the run for his life, and that's what we can feel like sometimes when we're being pressured by anxiety, or dealing with a panic attack, or being pressured by depression. We feel that life-threatening, because it is the life-threatening illness, pressing in and building up this tension, building up this pressure. And if you look at the animal kingdom, an impala, when it gets away from its predator, it shakes it off. After it's to safety, it shakes, literally shakes off that anxiety. And that is, in its purest form, somatic healing right there in nature. And we tend not to do that as human beings. When we have problems or high stress situations, we just try to ignore them, or go back into our daily routine, or go back to work sitting at a cubicle, and we don't get up, we don't shake them off. We don't get that movement as a therapy for ourselves. And that's what I'm trying to bring to you guys with this course. It's not about physical goals. It's not about competition. It's not about self-defense, but it will help you in all those areas as well. Our goal here is mental health, and that's why the movement is key, and that's why we try to roll in as many things as we can, free forms of healthcare. So let me know how you're doing with them. If you are enjoying any part of it, you can take a piece of this show, you can take the breath work and use that in your routine. But if you're feeling benefits from this show, let me know in the DMs or the comments on our posts, or up on the web page. There's a testimonial section. If you'd like, you can share with the world your experience and help empower others to find ways that they can move forward in their lives. That being said, it is a Superhuman Sunday, so it is a lower intensity active recovery day. It's important to give ourselves a rest from that higher intensity training, and today we're going to do just that with a 3-part routine. All 3 parts are going to be 5 minutes each, 1 minute breaks in between to catch your breath. But we're going to be going nice and slow, focusing on movement, on form and technique, and making sure we're landing those punches in proper form, proper technique, so we can get the best somatic release possible. If you can get yourself to a heavy bag, or to a bob, or to a kickback, you'll get an even better somatic release of stress and anxiety and frustration if you can have that physical feedback coming back. And a quick fact about heavy bag training is actually that it relieves muscle tension. Unlike other forms of exercise which can cause muscle tension, stiff muscles, boxing training on that heavy bag actually relieves muscle tension. Check that out. You can fact check me anytime. Please do. Fact check everybody, honestly. It's our due diligence. Got to make sure what we're doing is effective. Thumb stay on the outside. Yes, absolutely, Luca. You got it. Thumb stay on the outside. Shout out to Slayer Ken. Thanks for being here. So to make that proper fist, we want to close those fingers up and put it into like a thumbs up position, right? We're going to close the fingers, tuck them in like you're giving a thumbs up, and then we're going to take that thumb and tuck it behind those top 2 fingers, keeping it on the outside, like Luca said, outside of those fingers, so we don't squeeze it and break the thumb. We want to make sure that thumb's on the outside, top 2 fingers, supporting them, and we want to land on these large 2 knuckles when we punch, keeping the wrist nice and straight, turning the wrist over, and landing on those large 2 knuckles for proper form. That'll let us be the most efficient when we're practicing, when we're training. Shout out to Slayer Ken for sharing his number, 323 days. Crushing it, man. Thank you for continuing to push forwards every single day for the last 323 days. You're an inspiration, Ken. Thank you for being here. That being said, let's get back into the lesson. Make sure you've got water. We're going to be focusing in on breathwork tools. The first one is diaphragmatic breathing tool. Very basic, very simple, very easy to do. We'll practice that real quick. And we're going to link it in with movement, with martial arts practice, to make it even more effective. But first things first, let's place one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. And we can take that deep breath in through the nose, fill in the belly with air, keeping the chest nice and flat the whole time. Use those hands as a guide. Deep breath through the nose to the belly. Hold it. Long exhale out the mouth. letting the belly fall, keeping the chest flat the whole time. And you'll notice the breath in through the nose, the breath out through the mouth. We want to put a little resistance in that exhale, and we want to make that exhale twice as long as the inhale. Luca said, can I redo my number? Yes, absolutely. Every day, any day, can be a day one. If you feel like today I want to keep track of my progress and I want to watch how it builds up, you can start today. You can make a different decision than you made yesterday and change your entire life starting today or starting tomorrow or any day that you want. You never have to feel like you're locked in or trapped. You're never trapped. There's always a way to make progress out here. So it's my goal to help you guys keep track of it. That way you can build up and you can give yourselves accurate credit for how strong you are, how much strength you've shown, and how much endurance you have. Because we are fighters out here. If you're dealing with mental illness or mental health issues and you're still alive and you're here today and you're up on your feet fighting forwards, then you are a fighter. You have endurance, you have strength, and this is your proof of it. You can self-validate and give yourself that proof. Something to help me come out of therapy, off of medication, and into the world on this continual progress train is keeping track of those days. So please do keep track of the number. It's super important. You can ask Ken and Lisa how it's been in their lives. Also, Mad with Hats has been doing over 100 days. He's been catching up off air on his own schedule. And it doesn't have to be consecutive. It does not have to be consecutive. That's the cool part about it, is even if you miss a day, like I've been going for 7:15, I haven't missed a beat. I punched through sickness and health. But if I did miss a day, I would not reset this number to 0. It would just stay at 715 days of proof, right? Why would it go back to 0 days of proof? I have proof of my endurance. I know what I can do in the future. I know what I've done in the past. I know how strong I am in the face of depression. So I'm not going to reset that to 0. I'm just going to leave it where it is. And I have the same amount of proof in my strength until the next day. And when I get into training the next day, whenever that is, I'm going to add another number to that total, because that would be accurate, right? That's real world proof for myself. And Lisa, if she's not sharing, I don't know if she's sharing or not, but Lisa should be at 415 days, because she's been crushing it every day as well since 450 for the last 415 days. All right, let's get back on track. We talked about that breathwork tool. We're going to link it in with movement, a nice, slow, methodical training for the jab and cross. We'll toss some rising elbow in there, some overhand elbow as well today. And then we'll free form a little bit if there's time left in that flow session. You can use any striking pattern you want from any form of martial arts. Your choice, whatever you enjoy. Remember to make the program your own. Really do the movements that you enjoy most. Push to your skill level. Don't push too hard. Today is low intensity, so really don't want to be pushing at all, except for the second round. The second round is going to be a higher intensity breathwork tool known as the Breath of Fire. And if Claire's tuning in, don't do that Breath of Fire, Claire. Just continue on with the calming breathwork tool. And 415 for Lisa. Good stuff. Yes, 415 days of consecutive training for Lisa. Congratulations on that progress. Really outstanding. Such a good example out here of what we can do. Is karate a martial art? Yes, karate is a martial art. There are many forms of martial arts. So if you learn some moves in karate, Luca, because I know you just started taking classes, and I'm really proud of you for getting out there and conquering that initial apprehension and really getting in the room, putting in the work. So if you learn some moves from karate, you can use those karate moves and link them with the breath and make that an active recovery routine for yourself. So that being said, we got the calming breath going. I'll break down the faster, higher intensity breath in the second section, that Breath of Fire. We'll link it with a jab cross, and then we'll finish everything up by taking full control of our body, even in its heightened state that we're going to activate. We're going to take full control of our automatic nervous system with a brief meditation. Run a little bit over 5 minutes. We'll ignore the timer. We'll tap into the moment, and we'll show you how you can control those feelings, control those somatic experiences, and actually change the way that your body is reacting to stress. So that's the heads up for the lesson. You will need somewhere comfy to sit. You can get a stool. You can sit on the ground, cross-legged, however you'd like. But you will need a comfy spot for that last section when we get into that brief meditation. All right, that's enough talk. I feel like I've been talking for too long. But let's get this thing going. We'll have some calming music coming out of the boom box. And if you want to check out these tunes on your own, they are freely available on Spotify. Just search for the artist Sacklife Official. And this specific one is called Binaural Bliss. It's got a binaural beat encoded in it to help you fall asleep, to help you concentrate, and help you meditate and focus as well. So give that a shot with headphones to find out if it works for you or not. That's another free mental health tool we can use. Music, we can use audio. Shout out to Billy the Kid. Thank you for being here, man. It is Superhuman Sunday, so we're going to get right into it. We got the music going. Starting the timer now. Go ahead and square up in your Muay Thai stance. And remember, we're going low intensity. So the goal here is to flow like water into our forms. And we're going to link that breath with the movement to make it a super effective active recovery routine. First thing we're going to do, in defensive position, we're going to take that deep breath through the nose to the belly, filling the belly with air. Hold that breath in the belly, and then long and slow, we're going to exhale as we rotate in to the jab. Turning the fist over, turning on the ball of the front foot, twisting through the hips and shoulders. We're driving that front fist forward into a visualized target. Remember, always visualize that depression dummy so we can consciously acknowledge what we're subconsciously doing, which is knocking out depression. Deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. As we return to defensive stance. Now you can move in your Muay Thai stance here, or you can stay solid, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just keep it low intensity. Long and slow exhale forwards. Twisting through the shoulders and hips, keeping the guard high on the opposite side. You can go with front guard, side guard, open palm, whatever you'd like, but keep that guard up high on the opposite side. Fully exhale in striking position, and deep inhale back. Holding that breath in the belly. Long exhale through jab and cross this time. Keeping the chin tucked in on the center line. We allow the shoulder to come up and add defense to the head as that second attack goes out. Keeping our balance nice and centered there. Land with those large knuckles in the face of that depression dummy. Fully exhale in striking position, and deep inhale back to the belly. Nice and slow. Long exhale forwards into jab cross. Head on the center line. Chin tucked into the shoulder for defense, right? Bring that shoulder up. Chin tucked. Keep the wrist nice and straight. Deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Hold that breath in the belly. Step in nice and slow for the jab cross. Flow like water into those forms. Fully exhale in striking pattern, and deep inhale back to the belly. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale, jab cross. And remember, Muay Thai stance we're using is a balanced stance, head centered, feet evenly spaced apart, hips and shoulders squared with that opponent when we return to our neutral stance. Deep inhale to the belly. Chin tuck, long exhale forwards into jab cross. Nice and slow flow into position. Deep inhale back. Guard high, long and slow. Exhale forwards. Put a little bend in those knees, a little sink in those knees will help you rotate on the ball of the foot. Deep inhale back to position and shake out the arms. Shout out to Karan. Thank you for joining. Appreciate the support. Shake out that lactic acid. We're going to go into 2 elbow strikes, an upper, a rising elbow forwards, and then an overhand elbow, boom, to finish it up. We're going to do them in slow motion and break them down using that breath work as a movement tool here. So go ahead and square up with that depression dummy. Visualize that target. Deep breath into defensive stance. And now what we're going to do is we're going to step in on that breath. We're going to step in and turn the upper body, right? Torso and hips are turning as we take that step forwards, and we're reaching the hand back behind the head, just like we're combing the hair back, to bring that elbow straight up the center line into the face of that depression dummy. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Square up, visualize that opponent. Long exhale forwards, we step forwards, twist through the hips and shoulders, and reach that hand back as if to comb the hair, driving that elbow up the center line. Boom. Sending the elbow right into the chin of that depression dummy. Deep inhale back. Guard high. Nice and slow. Exhale as you step forwards. Twisting through the shoulders and hips. Guard stays high on the opposite side. From here, we're going to follow it up with an overhand elbow. Over the top. Boom. Drive that elbow straight down the center line. Keep the guard high on the opposite side. Deep inhale back. Shout out to Coach Cam. Appreciate your support. Long exhale forwards into rising elbow, then overhand, all in the same breath, long and slow. Deep inhale back to defensive position. guard high. Now I realize I don't have time to break down all of the elbow strike movements, but let's try it. Long and slow exhale forward for the rising elbow. Then reach this hand in to an imaginary pocket, nice and deep. Sending that rear elbow up and over. We want to come straight down, boom, right down the pipe, down that center line, into the face of that depression dummy. Deep inhale back. Guard high by the brow line. Long exhale into rising elbow. Right over into overhand elbow. Fully exhale through. And deep inhale back to the belly. Remember, nice and slow. Hold that breath in the belly for a moment. Long and slow. Flow through. Rising elbow into overhand elbow. Deep inhale back. Guard high by the brow line. Long and slow exhale forwards. And that is the end of our calming breathwork routine, that low intensity active recovery training session. Now we're going to get into a higher intensity breathwork tool known as the Breath of Fire. Shout out to Guzlander, Tanea, and Coach Cam. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate that support. We're going to get into the yogic breath of fire now, and we're going to link that in with movement, again, to make it super effective and to practice some of those little jabs and crosses. Get your muscle memory built up there, get those fast twitch muscles going, and improve ourselves both mentally and physically. This breathwork tool alone can dehydrate you, and it does pump the stress hormone cortisol, so make sure you check with a doctor before you start this routine. Claire, if you're tuning in, I'm talking to you out there. Don't do the high intensity breathwork. Continue with that low intensity calming tool we just practiced. For everyone else, we're going to square up in a neutral position. We're going to practice that yogic breath of fire alone first, and then we'll link it in with the jab and cross. So for the breath of fire to be effective, what we want to do is a short, powerful burst of air through pursed lips. So put a little resistance in those lips, and just give it a nice, powerful, just a short burst of air. And then on the inhale, we just want to let that inhale come back passively. It's not a conscious draw of the breath. We're just letting that breath rebound back after that forceful exhale. So it's going to look like this in a pattern. Pushing forcefully out the mouth, just passively letting it bounce back in through the nose. We're going to do each breath out will be 1 rep. We're going to start with 20 breaths of fire here, and then we'll build it up a little bit and then link in movement of the jab and cross as we get to it, so we can all make progress together. All right, starting with 20 breaths of fire in 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose back to the belly. Check in on you, make sure you're not lightheaded or dizzy. Sometimes this breathwork tool can cause dizziness. You want to dial back that intensity, just slow down the pace a bit. Long exhale out the mouth. Tune into you, see how you're feeling. The breathwork tool can also give you a burst of energy, just like coffee without the jitters. We're going for 40 breaths of fire now in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. See how you're doing. If you're not dizzy or lightheaded, I want you now to assume an attack stance, a defensive stance here. You can get back in your Muay Thai position, or you can stay nice and squared. It doesn't matter. We're going to just toss little jabs and crosses just from the shoulders here. A little hip movement in there is okay. Keep the heels raised and the weight on the balls of the feet. Make that rotation nice and easy. And we're just going to toss those fists over, turning them over, land in dead center on that target, chin tucked, right? We're going to link the whip of that punch with that pulse in the breath. So we're going to take that yogic breath of fire and link it with the jab and cross to turn them into breath of fire punches. So we're going to do that guard high by the brow line, chin tucked. And we're going for 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Hold that breath. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in on you. Make sure you're not dehydrating, not lightheaded, not nauseous, not dizzy. If you're feeling good, we're going for another 20 breath of fire punches. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Hold that breath. Long exhale out the mouth. might be feeling that nervous system picking up. That's what we want. We're taking control. Let's do it. 20 more breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And make sure you're checking in on you doing all right. Deep breath in again through the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. If you need water, get it. If you need to shake out the arms, shake out that lactic acid, do it. Our goal here is to take care of ourselves, mind and body. Not push too hard. Back on track, we're gonna go for 40 breath of fire punches now. Square up with that visualized target. Make sure when you're tossing them, you're turning those fists over, putting the thumb in the proper position. All right, keeping your head on that center line. Visualize that target, toss those jabs right into the chin or the nose of that target and let them whip with the pulse in that breath. Guard high. And we're going for 40 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. We're going for another 40 in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And another 40 breath of fire punches. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And I want you to check in on you right now. You should have elevated heart rate, a little bit of a sweat going, activated feeling, energized feeling, and that is very similar to a panic attack. So what we're going to do now is take that somatic feeling and take control of it. Take control of our heart rate, of our automatic nervous system with a brief meditation. Starting with the breath work tool we practiced before, that deep diaphragmic breath. We're going to use a tried and true method known as the 4-7-8 breath to make that super effective. But go ahead and get yourself in a comfy position first. Whew. Yeah. And check in on how you're feeling. Take note of how you're feeling right now and take note of how that's about to change. Place one hand over the chest. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. And we're going to take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly, filling that belly with air. Let's practice together. Hold on to that breath in the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. The more you use this tool, the more effective it will be, the easier it will be to drop in and calm that nervous system. So stick to it, even if you don't get it on the first try. Hand over the belly as a guide, hand over the chest as a guide. Deep breath through the nose to the belly. Fill that belly with air. Hold. Long exhale through pursed lips. We're going to get into the count in just a moment to bring that effectiveness up. But first, let's stick with just that diaphragmic breathing tool. Try and make the exhale twice as long as the inhale. Deep inhale through the nose to the belly. Sit up nice and straight. Chin up, relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Deep breath into that belly. Hold. Long exhale here. Let that belly fall, chest stays where it is. We're going to do it again. This time we're going to start upping the level of effectiveness here with different tools. The 4-7-8 breath will be our first one. We're going to take a 4-second inhale deep to the belly. Now don't force that air in. Don't feel pain or pressure. I want you to breathe nice and slow as you can, so that it takes 4 seconds to get a full belly of air. Hold on to it for 7 seconds, and then we're going to exhale for 8 seconds. It's known as the 4-7-8 breath, and it will calm the nervous system. Let's do it together. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold. Eight-second exhale. 4 seconds in. Hold for 7. 8-second exhale. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold. 8-second exhale. We're going to make it more effective by closing our eyes and visualizing that breath. Enter the nose, flow down to the belly, sit in that belly, and then long and slow exhale through the lips. Go ahead and close your eyes and visualize that breath entering as you draw it in 4 seconds into the belly. Hold. 8-second exhale. Sit up nice and straight. Relax shoulders, relax jaw. We're going to acknowledge now that that breath is our power to give ourselves peace in any given situation. So I want you to breathe in that power of peace that you have. Draw that power of peace into the belly. Visualize it entering and filling your body to its very edges of your fingertips and your toes. Deep breath in, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to that breath for 7. Visualize it filling the body with a sense of calm, with a sense of peace. 8-second exhale here. If you don't need the hands as a guide, you can rest them somewhere more comfortable, crossed in the lap, or to your sides, wherever you feel most comfortable. Continue with the 4-7-8 pattern and visualizing that breath. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold for 7. 8-second exhale. We're going to make it even more effective with some positive inquisition. Let's take a deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. As you hold for 7, ask yourself how you feel. 8-second exhale, pursed lips. Ignore the bell. 4-second inhale again, deep to the belly. Hold on to it and ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment? 8-second exhale and visualize your body melting into position with that exhale. Body just sinking down into place. Take that deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold for 7 and remind yourself you're the one who brought you here. You're the one who put in the work to get yourself to this state of body and mind. 8-second exhale here. Draw in that power of peace again, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold for 7. This is your power. 8-second exhale, pursed lips. Let the body melt into place on that exhale. 4 seconds in, deep to the belly. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale here. Let the body relax on that exhale. Deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold. Remind yourself this is your power to fight back against stress. 8-second exhale that stress. Blow it away with the breeze. 4 seconds in, deep to the belly. Hold. 8-second exhale. 2 more rounds, no instruction. Let's just breathe together and tap in to that superhuman power to fight back against depression and anxiety. 4 seconds in, hold for 7. 8-second exhale. Alright, that is the end of our Superhuman Sunday recovery session. I hope that you guys are feeling the same benefits that I'm feeling out here. If you check in on your nervous system right now, you should feel a calm, lowered heart rate, sense of peace, a sense of relaxation. And if you acknowledge just a few moments ago, we were in a heightened, higher anxiety state, stress hormone pumping, higher heart rate, a little sweat, maybe heavy breathing. And just in a few moments, we're able to take full control of that, calm down that nervous system, and give ourselves a break from that stress that we deserve. So I hope that you're feeling those benefits too, and if you are, please do share them with the world. And until next time, shout out to Master Checo out there. Thanks for the support. Until next time, I will catch you guys same exact time, same exact channel, same exact life. Zach Man out.